What's going on, Aces? Welcome back to the channel. I hope that you guys are staying warm. It is chilly out there, but I have a news story for you that I thought you would be interested in. I know I was very interested in it. The former Whirlpool executive files a $10 million lawsuit against the Michigan State Police Department. Let's go ahead and get into this story. So, in Detroit, Michigan, a Black former Whirlpool executive is suing the Michigan State Police, alleging that two troopers arrested him for intoxication despite passing a series of sobriety tests during a traffic stop earlier this year. His name is Dakari Lariat. I hope I said this name right, from Alabama. And he filed a lawsuit in the U.S. District Court for the Western District of Michigan seeking $10 million in damages. According to the lawsuit, Lariat was charged with operating under the influence of a controlled substance, but the charge was dropped due to a lack of evidence. Now, the Michigan State Police Department says that they launched an internal investigation through their internal affairs department, but disputes the allegations. So they sent a statement to CBS News Detroit that reads in part, at no time did the MSP troopers attempt to plant narcotics on Mr. Lariat or in his vehicle. The term stash refers to the trooper's inability to locate his supply of the preliminary breath test, or the PBT straws, which are required for administering the test. So the Michigan State Police further said that their investigation concluded that the traffic stop was conducted in accordance with the department policy and legal standards. Okay. Well, here's the thing. It's illegal for police to stop you if you don't have probable cause. Unfortunately, probable cause is highly subjective. So they can just say, I thought this person was, suspicious or whatever. And we've seen time and time again how, unfortunately, especially with traffic stops, how dangerous they are for Black people in America. Just the slightest thing, and your life is literally on the line. So I wanted to bring this to you because I'm hoping that this man gets justice, especially since, him being a Whirlpool executive, he has the money and the capital and the resources to hire, very good lawyers to hear his case. And it's unfortunate because a DUI is a misdemeanor, and I'm not saying that that's not bad or it's not dangerous, but um, I'm glad that he's seeking justice. He's seeking the truth. The lawsuit alleges that Lariat was driving through Benton Harbor on April 10th, 2024, when he was pulled over and treated with, quote, hostility and suspicion based on race. According to the affidavit, Lariat claimed that the troopers asked questions about his level of education, his occupation, and his car. See, that's the stuff that I'm talking about right there. Because typically, and of course, y'all know I'm not a police officer, but I thought they were supposed to ask for your license, your registration, how fast were you going, things that actually pertain to the case. These cops, and I just made a video about Nelly, where the cop was making up rules in regards to, him getting a warrant. They were just making up stuff because he was winning multiple jackpots. So now they want to know his education level, his occupation, his car, things that have nothing to do with why he would potentially be pulled over. It's ridiculous. I'm glad that he's seeking justice. Lariat claimed that after completing the sobriety test, he was transported to a nearby hospital for a blood test before taken to the Berrien County Jail. See, and that's ridiculous right there. If his blood test is 0.0, then why would they take him to jail? According to the affidavit, and I'm alleging, I don't know if it's 0.0, I'm reading with you guys. According to the affidavit, an x-ray during the booking process showed an abnormality. I mean, that could be any, oh, they are reaching. Okay, an abnormality. One of the troopers allegedly tried to pressure Lorette into confessing that he swallowed a bag of illegal substances. This is a lot for a DUI stop. Not him trying to course a confession without a lawyer. Oh my goodness. However, the affidavit states that the abnormality was later determined to be gas bubble. Y'all, it was gas bubbles. I'm sorry, I'm just reading this for the first time. They had this man do an x-ray, tried to force a confession, and the abnormality was gas bubbles. I hope he gets every dime, every penny of this $10 million. Lariat says he was ordered a 12-panel drug test the following day from urgent care, showing that he was negative for all 12 of all the substances. It is clear that the troopers were planning to plant illegal substances in the plaintiff's vehicle and implement him in a illegal substance crime, as they also attempted to at the jail. My God, today. They tried to ruin this man's life because of his car and his education level, allegedly. Plaintiff neither had weed nor alcohol. Plaintiff was not on illegal substances, nor was he intoxicated. Plaintiff did not violate any traffic laws. Plaintiff was black, driving an expensive car, and was with another black man as a passenger at night, and as a result was targeted by the police, read the lawsuit. In the complaint, Lariat's legal team submitted examples of one of the troopers' social media accounts where they allege displays of obvious homophobia, transphobia, racism, and misogyny. Oh, of the trooper. Well, so the legal team is doing what they need to do. Good. I'm glad, Lariat. I hope you get all 10 million. The lawsuit also claims that Lariat requested to have his information removed from all the databases, but was denied the request. See, and that's another thing. People have told me when I was younger, the cops will just try their hardest to get you in the system by any means necessary, which is why the whole school to prison pipeline, and they would fingerprint kids who got in trouble because they wanted that information on record. That's ridiculous. I hope that after this lawsuit, he has his information taken out of the system, because privacy really is a luxury. It really truly is, especially in our information age today. This case is about more than just one individual. Civil rights attorney Chandrika Simmons, who's representing Lariat, said in a statement, "It's about holding the Michigan State Police accountable for their actions and sending a clear message that racial discrimination and homophobia have no place in our society. The abuse that Dakari Lariat endured must never happen again." So here's a full statement from the Michigan State Police Department. It reads, quote, "The Michigan State Police Department is committed to unbiased policing and the fair treatment of all individuals. We take any allegations of misconduct with the utmost seriousness. At no time did the MSP troopers attempt to plant narcotics on Mr. Lariat or in his vehicle. The term stash refers to the trooper's inability to locate his supply. Oh, I read some of this already, of the BPT straws, which are required for administering a test. Upon learning of the allegations in Mr. Lariat's lawsuit, we initiated an internal affairs investigation." They be killing me investigating themselves, but okay. "As it pertains to the traffic stop, the investigation concluded that the stop was conducted in accordance with the department policy and legal standards." This is the same legal standards that put Matt Gaetz into the office of U.S. Attorney General, but okay. "Sexist, racist, and homophobic remarks are not in line with the values of the Michigan State Police." The allegation about these personal social media posts is also a part of the internal affairs investigation. Okay, my thoughts. So, one, I'm glad that Mr. Lariat hired a lawyer. I hope he has a whole legal team. I hope he has a whole Johnny Cochran. I mean, just all the lawyers, okay? Because this man literally, like, he did nothing wrong. He was stopped for a suspicion of a DUI But once the results came back that he was not intoxicated, he should have been let go. There's no reason why he should have been taken, handcuffed, processed, all of these things. That's ridiculous. I'm glad when they took him to the hospital and ordered a 12 panel test for illegal substances, and all 12 came back negative. Now, why he was not let go, again, they're going to have to answer for that in court, because there's no reason why he should be going through all this foolishness. The original charge of a DUI was dropped due to a lack of evidence. So the fact that his information and his biometrics are still in the system is problematic, because again, trying to stay private in today's society, y'all, it is almost impossible. And these people want your information to sell to, corporations and data mining, but also to try to, get you on, just have your information in the system. It's really nefarious and it's sinister. And I'm glad that he's suing them. I hope he gets every dime of the $10 million. And like his lawyer said, it's not just about his case, but it's about sending a message and a precedent that they can't just pull people over just because they have a nice car. Driving while black, I mean, it's really dangerous. And you would think, I'm thinking, like, this man got pulled over in Detroit. It's a lot of black people that's doing well in Detroit. It's a lot of black people in Detroit, period. Shout out to the D. I've been there multiple times. I went to college not too far away. But yeah, in a close by state. But we used to go to the D all the time, okay? And Canada. But that's ridiculous. And once they found out what that trooper had on their social media, that tells me everything that I need to know, regardless of their internal affairs investigation, because every department has an AI department looking into self-investigating. I mean, the whole thin blue line. We already know there's been countless cases of what the thin blue line stands for and internal investigations. Um, yeah, and the outcome of those cases. I will say this: I really truly hope that Laureate gets the $10 million, and even if it's not 10 million, he is owed at least a couple, half or more, for pain and suffering, distress, and everything else. And the fact that they won't remove his information, I really hope that he gets his privacy back as well. But anyway, I wanted to bring you guys that good news, because there's so much going on in regards with pop culture, but in the news cycle that's negative. This is something I think that's positive. This is something that leans toward the arc of justice. You know what I mean? Like, somebody's actually standing up and saying, no, you're wrong. What you're doing is wrong. You can't just pull over people because of the color of their skin, because you're in your feelings that his car is more expensive than perhaps yours. The fact that you have things on your social media that are horrific and unethical for your line of work. And I hope that he gets every single dime of the 10 million. But anyway, you guys, let me know your thoughts. Please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will talk with you in the next one. Take care, Aces. Enjoy your weekend. Bye.